earth did I get over here? The map looks so big on the screen, like when you're looking at the map and then you're actually doing it, and it doesn't seem so big anymore. That's not a reveal, is it? No. I still need to go over and down. Over. Hold on. Yeah, over. So back up this way. And go this way. Okay. Oh. Is this something we've already gotten? Is this the reveal? Nope. It is not. It is something else. Where is this something? Ah! Hey, look at that. The map helped. Splendid. Where's chapter 3? I don't want to end the stream until we get to chapter 3, but it is 3.5 hours into the stream now, and I'm getting a little exhausted. I need ice. Larch. Is that a kind of something?
Idle winds played in her hair. She smiled for a moment, delighting in its feather touch, until the wind picked up.
Oh no.
And tornado's fury blotted out the sun.
Called it. That wind was going to be the next cataclysm. Chapter 4, Winds of Change. Chapter 4? Where did chapter 3 go? Did we miss chapter 3? Hold on. Did we skip right over chapter 3? Alright, so we have chapter 4 down there, which we're not going to do right now, but where is it? Okay, down in that general area. Yeah, seriously, where's chapter 3? Is it by the other clearing we didn't do? The other reveal that we couldn't figure out yet? I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Over. So we have tornadoes, which are naturally occurring thing, unless maybe a meteorite dust up somehow got meteors too. I don't know. I'm not really sure. That maybe it kicked up winds somehow. I'll have to research that. Maybe I'm trying to connect everything back to the meteorites, because that was our inciting incident of the entire thing. Was an inciting incident, I explained this in the previous stream, but an inciting incident is the action that gets the main plot going, and that comes about 10 to 12% of the way through the first act. And it's specifically like 12.5%, because the first act is supposed to be about 25% of your story, and the inciting incident comes halfway through that. So halfway through of 25% is 12.5% So it gets a little specific in that regard. But it's basically halfway through the first act is when the main plot of your story starts to take action and starts to happen. And that was the meteorite crashing into the land and revealing all the darkness and unleashing all the darkness and all of the bugs onto the forest. And we had to go around and defeat the bugs. We're still defeating the bugs, but we had to like dive into the crater, and that was, you know, our point of no return. That was our putting ourselves into the action. That was deciding to take the call, deciding to answer the call to action, which is what the inciting incident is. So I'm trying to connect everything back to that meteor coming down, because that's the inciting incident of our whole story. And there are things going on behind the scenes that we don't quite know yet, and we're still figuring out as we're going through this. We're figuring out the character development, but we're also figuring out the external plot. So that's why I'm trying to connect everything to that meteorite crash. And we did that with the tsunami and with the meteorite, obviously, and somewhere is chapter 3 that we don't really know where it is. I think I might pause. I'll do a little more searching, see if I can figure out where chapter 3 is, because I'd like to at least unlock chapter 3 before moving on, but I'm not sure how we're supposed to get this area. Is there anything else around here? Nope. Unless the ice mausoleum was chapter 3 and I just didn't know it. Maybe it appeared on the screen and I missed it. That's possible. I didn't think so. Here, I'm gonna go find out. So hang on with me for a minute. I'll go into the screen so I'm paused. What is chapter 3? Oh no, we have not unlocked chapter 3 yet. It says that it's static shock. How do we get to it? Yeah, so I'm looking at the the playthrough for chapter 3, and it's in a location I don't even recognize, so I'm gonna go back to his previous version. So I can figure out how we got there. Hold on. So let's see. Let's find Epistory on his channel. So I need episode 13. Sorry, just bear with me for a minute. And we will get this back going. But I've been playing for 3.5 hours and I haven't found chapter 3 yet. And I'm really not so much ready to be done, but I'm ready to find the next section. And considering we unlocked chapter 4 before we unlocked chapter 3, means that I definitely missed something. Where do we go? I'm not even sure. Somewhere in a foresty land. There are ruins. Okay, hold on. I don't know where this is. Alright, there's another reveal somewhere. But it's not the chapter 4 one. So let's try and figure it out together. Looking at my map here. I guess we need to go south or down and over to the little section that's right beneath what is that? The ice mausoleum? Let's try that. Because this is something we can't get into yet. We don't know what that is. I can't do my little power anymore, which is really sad. I've already done this. We're going in the right direction. Down. We need to go down. How do we get down? But this is the kind of grass we need to be on, so it's somewhere around here. Not here. I want to make sure that that's not the one. Nope. Still down. Okay. There are some ice flows that we haven't unlocked yet. I think. That's what it looked like. On the map. Alright, where am I? Okay. Yes! Ice flows. Good. Alright. Petrify. That's a weird word for ices. And the power is mine! Alright, so we're down in this one section. We need to get over to the other section. Okay. And then I think that should be chapter 3. And I'm hoping that for the I'm gonna stop at chapter 3. Because again, we've been playing for 3 hours and 40 minutes. And I'm getting hungry. But also I've been trying to do a chapter a stream, and maybe the next one will be 2 chapters. Who knows how quickly chapter 3 is going to go, since I did all this other extra work I probably didn't have to do in anticipation of it, since we already unlocked chapter 4. Is this the city on the hill? Yes, it is! We have the ruins. We found it. Great. Although I don't see a chapter 3 heading anywhere.
The ruins stood empty. She wondered what secrets they might hold. What stories might be found amongst the crumbling stones?
That just goes to show you that stories are found everywhere, even among ruins. Eureka! There was a television show when I was younger called Eureka's Castle, and my friend called me Erika's Castle, you know, because my name is Erica, and she was playing with, you know, the play on words there as Erica. Eureka. It was a cute little nickname. But it was a fun show. It was all Muppets and everything. I'm not sure if they were officially Jim Henson Muppets or something else. Okay, is this chapter 3? But they were really cute. It was a very adorable show. Ooh!
She tasted a memory of copper on her tongue. Clouds like black ink rolled across the sky,
Okay.
and lightning smote the bitter earth.
Chapter 3, Static Shock. Alright, we have lightning. And we also
She'd
have...
never seen a storm like that before.
We also have the end of our stream for today. So I've been streaming for long enough for the day. This was a lot of fun though. I love the story. I'm a little surprised that we were unable to unlock a chapter ahead of where we were. We had to go in search of chapter 3. So I'm a little curious about that, but that's okay. I mean, we just did more than we had to do, I guess. We just missed this little section, which is so easy to do when you have a big world and you're just not quite in the right area or triggering the right event. So, I mean, it happens. Thanks for hanging out today. I really love where we've gone in this episode. We saw the ice mausoleum, and we saw the ice mountains and the drowning hall with the tsunami and the school and everything. So that was all really exciting, and I love some of the lessons that we're learning along the way about depression and sadness and traumatic experiences, and how they don't have to hold you back or hold you down. You are able to really take hold of them and make them part of yourself, but not in a negative way. You're able to face them and make them a part of you. So I love the lessons that we're just learning here, and I think it's a really beautiful story so far. I'm still curious about how all this ties into the inciting incident that we think has happened, which is the meteor shower, especially now that we have tornadoes and storms to deal with. I'm going to go look up weather phenomenon and see if that can happen from a meteor strike in the ocean. It's possible that it stirred up some clouds and wind and dust and storms from the ocean waters, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure that out for next stream, see how we can tie this all together into the external plot. But I'm really excited about the internal plot of the character and what she's going through right now, because again, we've seen her battle through depression and losing a friend and all these difficult things that she is facing on her own and facing with her own self and her own being and her own power, and she is succeeding through them, except for the moments where I die. But she's succeeding through them and acknowledging them and making them a part of herself going forward, and not trying to diminish them or just push them down inside her, because that doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help us deal with our grief. So I'm really just interested in the story so far, and I hope that you've enjoyed our travels in and around this amazing world. And thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. And I have a couple of thank yous in my closing video that if you don't mind sticking around for, that'd be great. Make sure to press follow so you can know when we go live, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.